watching the Oscars?
I was watching it when it happened.
Oh.
I was sitting there, I was like,
hey, Miss Lynn.
I didn't know what he was going to do. All I know was I watched it, and he went up there, straight slapped him. And I'm looking like, yo, is this a skit? Is this real? Then the sound went out. And I was like, oh, no, it's real because the sound went out. And then I got online real quick. I was like, let me see if anybody said anything.
So you couldn't hear him talking.
I got on Instagram real quick, like, let me see if anyone's saying anything. And I think within like 5 or 10 minutes, boy, someone will post a video. Because when the sound went out, I didn't hear what Will Smith said. But when I got on Instagram, I knew someone was going to post a video and have everything. And I think it was the Shade Room. Or
the Shade Room, okay.
Either the Shade Room or what is that other one called that I be following? Damn, I can't think of it. But one of them.
World Star? Or...
Not World Star. It was the Shade Room and what is that other one?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's oh well. Sorry, can't shout you out, but
well, what was your opinion of it once you seen that it was a real smack and he was cussing at him? What do you think?
Well, first off, I didn't even get Chris Rock joke. Cause I was
you never seen G.I. Jane?
Nah, I'm gonna watch it now.
Oh, for real? See, when it's my turn to say my opinion, I seen that movie, so it was just crazy to me. But go ahead.
Yeah, I never seen the movie, but I'm gonna watch it now. So I just figured he was really saying something about her hairstyle, and which I never even knew that she was suffering from what they call it, alopecia. Or something like that.
Yeah, she said it on the red table.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just thought that was a trend that a lot of Black women started doing, like shaving their hair. They have. So when he mentioned that, I thought he was, calling her like a little boy or something on the side. And I was like, okay. Joe, because I ain't get it. It went over my head. And then next thing you know, he was like, uh-oh. And Will Smith did that model walk. Yo, he did the whole model walk. He was just like the whole GQ
Did you
walk.
see Will Smith laugh at the joke first, though?
No.
Did you see that video with him laughing?
He was not laughing at the joke. Chris Rock had said a joke before he mentioned Jada about some other actor and his wife. That they both was nominated for an Oscar, and he was like, "Well, you better hope you lose, and you better hope Will Smith wins." Yeah, so you don't have to, I guess, his mouth or something like that. And he was still laughing at that joke, and then Chris Rock started talking about something, and I was like, "What?" I mean, if he was laughing at it, he was probably was transforming. Because I really think
this morning, the thought, your sister was up there talking about it while she was on her way to work, and she was like, maybe he just didn't get it at first. Maybe it hit him after he laughed. Because I was like, he laughed. I seen that video. I ain't see the show, but I seen that he said the joke and they put the camera on him and her. She rolled her eyes, but he laughed. And then next thing you know, they had the camera.
Still laughing at the previous joke. Because he was still laughing at the other joke that Chris Rock said in the beginning with that man and his wife. He was like, he was just laughing, chuckle, and then Chris Rock, he said, and that's when he said something about Jada, and it's like he didn't even have his joke together. And when he said Jada's name, she was like,
yeah, I seen her roll her eyes.
They both heard the joke in the beginning, And then he repeated half of it or whatever he was trying to say. And then that's when.
Oh, he said, "Come on, that's a good joke." That's what he said.
Yeah, he said,
"Come on."
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I had blackout moments. And let me tell you, you don't be thinking, okay, and the person that you attack is not even really the person that you're aiming for, but it's the person that put the, how they say, the straw, that last straw on the camel's
That
back.
broke the camel's back.
Exactly. So he's taking the whole impact. Yeah. I really think Will snapped. I really
Or
do.
maybe he was channeling King Richard's energy.
Nah.
He was.
I think that was Will from Philly. You know, that's my. I mean, I'm on his side because you know, when I get highly upset, Shantae from BK come out and you don't see the target. You just going for it, and that's what I think happened. Like too much pressure, and he probably got tired of people talking about his wife, the jokes, and all that stuff. You know, because a lot of their personal business been in the public, and people have their own say and own opinions about their marriage and all that. But so yeah, and I mean, and he meant every word because he didn't apologize.
I know he apologized to everybody but Chris Rock.
He did every word. He did not apologize, and that was strange. So I was even thinking, like, well, what if Chris Rock told a joke, prior to that, like, like doing their what you call it, rehearsal? He probably had another joke and just surprised them with that joke, and Will surprised them with that smack. That's what I kind of think.
Do you think Will was justified in doing what he did?
Yup. And I'm gonna stick to my shit. Yup. Yep, I sure do. If that's how that man wants to defend his woman, then that's what that man is going to do. Who am I to say you shouldn't have did that and did this? You got this to lose and that to lose. He got his wife, and it's like when you hear people talk, it's almost saying like she's not worth that. To him, she was worth losing everything for. So if that's how he wanted to carry it, hey, that's what he did. And he politely walked back. He didn't run. I feel, and Chris Rock, I think he did it. I mean, we saw the scripture on live. Turn the other cheek. You can't get no better than that.
I was mad at Chris Rock. Like, ain't you from Brooklyn? What the hell? How you just gonna take that smack? You don't do that shit.
I think the only reason why Chris Rock really took that because he saw that Will Smith was having a breakdown. That's
probably
someone and they attack you, and this is not that person. And sometimes you gotta take that. And I think that's why Chris Rock took it. Because even when he was like, it's just a joke. I was saying the G.I. Jane joke. And Will Smith repeated, and he was like, okay. I
got somebody on Facebook said that it still don't give him the right to do that. Facebook user, if you don't let Restreams see your name, then that's why I don't know who you are. It doesn't give him the right to do that. I agree with that person. I have two opinions. I have two sides to my opinion. Like,
but if you snap, you ain't got you let go all rights. I'm telling you, he snapped. I don't think if Will Smith was in his sane mind, I don't even think he would have done that to Chris Rock, period.
But then how come he didn't apologize then? He didn't apologize to Chris Rock then.
He
didn't snap. He didn't snap then. He meant what he did. He knew what he was doing.
Snap. He meant it. I mean.
Then that's not snapping. Because when you snap, you don't know what you're doing, and you're gonna apologize to the person that you did it to. He ain't apologizing because he know what he did.
I just stepped quiet and was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get in trouble now." I didn't apologize. I didn't come to him like, "Oh my bad." I just sat my ass down and was like,
GQ,
Lord, fired.
We discussing the smack, of course. Give us your opinion in the chat. If you want to come say your opinion, send a request. So it's two sides for me. I'm like, one side I'm like, oh, I'm the married person. So if my husband feel like, you know, he's feeling that I'm upset and everything like that, hey, Fly Nurse, and he wants to, you know, defend me because I'm upset and I'm crying and whatever it is, and he decides to defend me, then I'm okay with that part of it. Like, I'm okay with that part defending me, and sometimes, you know, it may just happen. Mm-hmm. But on the other side of it, I'm like torn because, number one, this is a white institution, Oscars, that you did it in front of. Look, that's number one. So you showing all already. They already think we not human. They already treat us like that, and now look what you done did.
We already know they ain't human, so who gives a hell what they think? This ain't no more. I can't defend my daughter. I can't defend my wife. No, we ain't in that era anymore.
I'm talking about how it looks like you giving them fuel to add to the fire of black men are aggressive and they're going to do this and you should be scared of them.
They're going to say, they've been saying that for years. Ain't they going to say that? That's what they believe.
I understand that, but I'm just saying it's giving them more fuel to add to the fire. And I was like, what happened to security? Why security ain't jump up there? Why? Because they don't care about, listen, they still let this man accept his Oscar. Okay? They don't care about the black man, but you crying about an Oscar that the people don't even care about you. So that's why I said I got two sides. I understand defend your wife's side because I'm married. So of course you want your husband to defend you. But everything else about it was really bad to me. Like it looked really bad. Like you can't even take Chris aside and talk to him. Like nobody can't see you actually have some sense and talk to somebody about some stuff. Like he your brother. He a black man. You treated him just like any nigga on the street. So and you did that in front of millions of people.
And Jada, his wife, and he let everybody know, keep her name out your mother effing mouth. Period. I don't care what level you on, what color you are, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Do you think he would have did it if it was a white comedian? Do you think he would have did it was a white comedian?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But from what I'm hearing, I ain't the first person he slapped.
Who else did he slap?
They had a video of him slapping some white guy, like he was in passing. I don't know if they was on a line or walking past, and he slapped him.
That kissed him? That like kissed him or something?
I don't know. I just saw the part. He reached and slapped him.
Fly Nurse mom said he did. It was people are talking about how he slapped the white person before, but it's nowhere near how hard he slapped Chris Rock. The guy who tried to kiss him, he just went like this. He just went like this. That's all he did. That's all he did to that white boy. That's it. Chris, he went, woo. And Chris just used words. What's up, Miles? Miles,
Chris, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like,
he was laughing because he didn't think Will was going to do that. I don't think he thought Will was going to do that.
I was like, you know how they said King Kong ain't got nothing on. I was like, Kanye ain't got nothing on him.
Okay, somebody on Facebook said it took away from the black movies that won an Oscar. So now we're here, we're talking about the smack, and nobody's talking about how much black people won an Oscar. And I get that part of it too, because now we're celebrating the negative about us again, and nobody is really talking about the positive. Yes, Miles, I agree. Will shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I mean, but we see that every day. You got like so many African American children graduating every year. No one shows their graduation, but you hear how they gun down and shoot down on TV every day.
That's true. Fly Nurse says somebody said they took the Oscar back.
I heard they was thinking about it. I don't know if they did. I know it was someone was asking a question if they should take the Oscar back, but I don't know if it really happened. I don't know that part. You heard about that? I read something early in the day.
Hey, Fly Nurse, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Miles.
Oh, and God.
Hey,
Bloom and Ebony.
Hey.
We talking about the what the five fingers say in that face.
Man.
I've been cracking up all day. Let me tell you, as soon as I got off of the laptop from being at work from 9 to 5 on this laptop, I got on Instagram. I saw Will Smith, Sugar Smacks, cereal. I heard a rap song. I heard, oh my gosh, I saw part of Chris Rock face missing.
Oh my God! Hold on. I want to get Fly Nurse opinion first, and then we'll go to Miles. So what's your opinion?
So my opinion was that for Jada, I feel like she was being a little bit too sensitive. I understand you got alopecia, but if you didn't announce it and talked about it all in public on your Red Table Talk, you shouldn't take no joke so to heart to make your husband feel like he needs to react that way. That's what I thought about Jada. Okay, so for Will, though, he got a coochie coupon.
He got a what?
He got a coochie coupon.
He should already have a coochie coupon being married.
Every woman, what no woman said, ain't no woman gonna be mad at her man defending her however the fuck he felt like he had. Okay, so you up there and smack that man for me? Some more said, coochie coupon.
What is that? Instantly. Soon as he heard him, like, oh.
Ain't no rules on this coochie coupon. Ain't no time limit. Whatever you've been requesting, I've been saying no about. You about to get that. Okay? You good.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Jada's a weird one. Jada's a weird one. She ain't all the way together.
Every woman pussy got wet thinking about if that was them. And that man went up there and smacked that man. Ain't not one woman don't want a man defend them like that. Okay, I don't care how independent she is and how much she don't need no man. That woman was like, yes.
Maybe,
okay.
Maybe
now,
not like maybe not like that.
Y'all
but I get what you're saying.
At the same time, because nobody will hear y'all, because that's the way this Instagram thing works. So, all right,
I did feel like.
Are you finished? Let her finish.
Oh, I did feel like, he could have came at him a different way because they've been knowing each other for a long time, and in front of all these folks,
yes.
you could have found a different way to check him. Like, and that's on the professional side, because don't nobody know what's gonna happen in his career because of this. Some people saying, "Oh, he go be okay." Some people saying he not. I really don't know. The man is balling. He don't need to work. Okay, But I mean, I don't know what's happening to him professionally. But I feel like if I was to critique him, that's the only thing I would say is you could have done it a different way. But if I was his woman, I'd be like, that's what I would do. That's my answer. Keep up the good work.
I'm sorry, I was messing up over here. Thank you. I know you at work. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it for hopping on.
No problem.
So see you tomorrow on CK.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
All right.
Hey, well, there go my man right there. What's
Hey,
up,
Mario.
cuz?
To be on camera.
Nigga, don't act shy now.
Miles,
All right,
what's your
so-
opinion? What's your opinion?
Hey, man, I think that man was all the way wrong right there for
Thank you.
a few reasons. For a few reasons.
Go ahead.
And I've been kind of like discussing this with a few people, you know, throughout the course of the day. Number one, we at one point in time we was boycotting the Oscars because they weren't, you know, representing us and we weren't getting awards. And now that we have a black man, Will Packer, producing the Oscars, and we're getting awards as black people, and it was a whole lot of black, it was a whole lot of black excellence in that room. You take that day to go up on stage and Kanye and smack another black man. So I mean, like, now, what do you think these white people are talking about now? What do you think they're saying about us?
The white person.
The
white person would have said it.
They are sitting there like, you know what? See, this how they act. This how they act when we give them a chance. This how they act when we give them what they want. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to give them nothing to talk about.
No.
That's one thing.
They had already started the narrative on the interviews after the thing. I just hope everyone is all right. What the fuck you mean, everyone? Nigga? It was two motherfuckers.
They gonna run wild. They gonna run wild with it, and we gave it to them. So I think he embarrassed himself. I think he made himself look. He embarrassed us as a people, and he made himself look unstable. I don't think the joke was that bad, but at the same time, it might have been distasteful if he did know that she had alopecia and everything, but I don't think it was that bad. Second of all, if she was so thin-skinned about it, I mean, first of all, she's there. She would have had a wig on if she was that thin-skinned, or she wouldn't have even talked about it on her Red Table Talk thing. She already publicized everything. So Chris Rock is a comedian. That's what they do. They talk about people in the audience, you know, when you're in events like that. So how and you're in the Oscars, man. Come on, have some class. You know what I'm saying? Let the man do his couple jokes on everybody and, you know, move on and get your award.
We wasn't downtown Baltimore. We wasn't downtown Baltimore just going up or going somewhere and smacking somebody. It was
I mean, come on, man. You 50 years old plus. You running up on stage smacking somebody.
So
now,
so hold on. Let me go to John real quick. Thanks for joining us. What's your opinion about it?
All right, so I'm with what's my guy down here name? I don't know his name, but
my name Marvin Miles.
All right, what's up, bro? I agree 1,000,000,000% with him. Like, you know, he set us back doing that stupid shit. It made him he already known across the industry for being a weak ass dude because he willing to share his old lady. You a weak ass dude to me. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, but you a weak nigga. If you scared, you gonna lose this bitch unless you let her get some side dick. You a weak motherfucker. Let her go.
Damn.
And then you gonna come up here when that bitch you was laughing at. I'm serious as fuck. You can tell who run that motherfucker. That nigga is a weak bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
she was smiling.
trying to just like down him. We don't want to do what Will did.
Man, I'm just telling you. Listen, that man, that was a weak ass, that was a bitch move. Like he was good until she said something. She gave him that goddamn look like.
Okay, all right.
And then he went up there and did what he did. That was weak.
Hey, Miles, I'm gonna put you down for a second because we had the third married lady want to come up here. All right, Miles, thank you for giving your opinion.
That might be dirt.
No doubt, no doubt.
In a minute.
Am I supposed?
I can do it. Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on.
That's Derek.
I know, but he already texted me. He said that I'm trying to accept the. Okay, let's see if it accepts. Okay, so hopefully that'll work. I'm trying to. You see what he said right there?
Yeah,
Shantice wants to join. It won't accept it. I'm trying. Maybe if you take away the request, I might, because I'm trying to accept it, but it won't do it.
Yeah, because I sent you a request. You got it?
Yeah, I know. And then when I tried to accept it, it didn't. Okay, now I put in the request. John, what I see your degree. I see your degree.
Man, yo, appreciate it.
Graduated.
Yo, Liberty Masters is big as hell, bro. That shit is like 17 by 21. This thing take off from here down to here. It's huge.
It
I
says
know
I
degrees of
invited
that
them, but I don't think they accepting it.
He's exactly right.
Yeah, so
yo, my dude.
Go ahead.
John.
Yo.
My name's John.
Hey, what's happening? Nice to meet you finally.
Exactly right. You exactly right. What he did was wrong. He messed up.
And he made himself look weak.
Let him talk.
He made himself look weak. He made all of us look weak.
Yep.
Killing me.
But can everybody hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah.
Like this.
What happened?
Look,
go ahead.
Dude,
go ahead.
Man, he made the whole. When he walked up on that stage, man, and I was telling my wife, right? If it had been somebody else, my nigga, my dude, he would not have done it. I got on here for once. I ain't gonna be here, too long, but
no,
hey, my dude, he made all of us look bad, man.
Yeah.
He did, man.
My question is this.
He's not that kind of guy anyway. You know that.
I bet he wouldn't have did Aries Spears like that.
He would have.
I promise you he wouldn't have done Aries Spears like that.
Whatever.
Man, Aries would have mobbed on that dude, bro. Terry Macker would have come undone.
Joe beat the mess out of Aries Spears.
No,
you talking about Tony Rock? Yes, I can show you a video as though Williams beating up Aries Spears, but Tony Rock would have punched him back.
I bet he wouldn't have did it to DL.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
He would have did it to DL.
Oh no, DL would have tore everything up on that stage.
Oh yeah, DL would have.
Yeah, DL was my brother. I don't know why you walk up here, but
Corey Holcomb would have just punched him right in the face before he even. Hold on. I forgot. All of us can't talk at the same time because everybody won't hear what we're saying. I forgot how Instagram works.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let Shantice talk. I'm sorry. Each one is here, y'all.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
What is your opinion of the smack?
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, number one, my husband was like, he a sucker for that. So I just put that out there. But I just thought he was out of line. There was another way to handle that. Like at 53 years of age, you know, I could see if my man was like 20, you know, 18, 21, 22. You kind of come off the cuff, kind of like with no wisdom. But at that age, you got to have some wisdom about yourself and understand that, hey, look, number one, I'm responsible for my wife's emotions, not that man. So if that man offended my wife, yeah, I'm going to check him. But at the end of the day, it's his responsibility to come back and help heal that. You get what I'm saying? So him going up there to smack him, I mean, you're going to be smacking people all the time because people talk about your wife all the time. So
right now,
you open yourself up to that, you know, and the sad thing about it is, yeah, would you have done that if they were not black, if that person was not black? Would you have done that if Jimmy Kimmel did that? Would you have felt comfortable going up there smacking somebody that was Caucasian? That's my question. And I don't think he would have done it.
Nah, because he would have had to
He
move.
would have done that. I think he had a certain comfort level with doing it. Yeah, I really do. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, my husband don't have to necessarily always defend me with his fists. You know, my husband is good with his words too. So my husband knows how to check somebody without, you know, him going to jail, losing his life. I mean, what's the point? I wouldn't even tell my son to do that. I'm like, son, some things you don't have to respond to. If you go into a comedy joint, you already know somebody going to say something to you that you not going to like. Possibly. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to be there at the night and you one of the main attractions there. We took a look back at Def Comedy Jam. And there's a clip of Martin talking to Todd One when he was married to MC Lyte.
MC Lyte, when they was about to get married.
Like, he's like, and I used to F her, you know, and yes.
And then he laughed. I remember that.
Like, I mean, like, if you ain't going to, like, go for that, I mean, I get that she's sensitive. I didn't know the sister was suffering with alopecia. I did not. Because she always wear hair short. So I didn't know.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
So when I heard the joke, I thought it was just, because she shaved her head like Demi Moore had. That was my
G.I. Jane, right?
Yeah. So I wasn't thinking, he teasing her because she ain't got no hair. You know what I mean? That wasn't my thought. So for somebody that didn't know that she suffered with alopecia, the joke to me was not a hair joke necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, you can't grow hair. So that's why I was like, well, Dad, what made Will get so mad about that? But I don't even think it was that. I think that was like the last straw for that brother. I think that brother has been holding in so much. And I think that Chris was a surrogate. He was a surrogate for somebody else that he wished he could have done that to, that wasn't there to get it. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I think he snapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas said, I think he
had that last straw that broke his neck.
And look, and before we start talking about, he defended black women and all this, remember how he did on Viv on Fresh Prince? She talked about how he did her and how they got rid of her because she was a dark Miss Aunt Viv. So let's not
and then he used to make fun of Phil's bald head all the time.
Exactly, and men suffer from hair loss too. So if you're going to keep that same energy, I'm just saying.
Like, it's alopecia. It ain't cancer. It's just alopecia. And you a whole millionaire, man. Buy a damn lace front and get over it. Now you got a reason to wear a lace front. You ain't wanted to wear your natural hair all these years? Now, damn it, you don't have to. Now it's time for a lace front. And it's going to fit better because you ain't got no damn hair up under there. It's going to stick right on there.
Yeah,
a little natural hairline, everything. A little natural part, everything.
All right, man, you need to use more wisdom than that. Like, you
slapping
know,
that man over because your wife a hairball.
And my thing was, Autumn was going to go calm him down. I was like, did anybody go check on Chris Rock? No. Anybody go check on him? Like, he was assaulted.
Anyone asked him, are you okay?
Right. He got assaulted.
Now he
gotta
look like
sort
a fool if Chris suing.
Right. Okay.
Because Chris can
He
sue him.
looking inside
I
like,
wouldn't.
okay. Okay.
Chris can get deep in them pockets.
Wait for security to come out.
I would put it past him to sue.
I mean, he can get deep in them pockets. You have ruined my reputation. You embarrassed me on national TV. I'm suffering from mental anguish. My face is the skin on the side of my face. I think he got enough money to get to a doctor. You fractured his jawline right here from a slap because you can knock somebody out from a slap. Just because it's twisted, that don't mean nothing. Your hand is still making. It's enough bone in your hand. You can knock a slap is worse than a punch sometimes.
Got that right.
I can only pronounce Baba. Hey, Baba.
Wow.
So I want people to give their opinion of what was going on as well. There's people, if they want to say their opinion, whoever's in, I think I had asked CKQ to say his opinion too. John, can you stay in the chat, John? Don't go too far. I'm gonna let CKQ up and give his opinion too.
All right, let me down.
All right.
Just I don't know how to let down. You know how to do this stuff.
I'll do it. I just learned how to remove people the other day.
Go, girl.
I just learned it because we had to get rid of somebody on there. I was like, what? But I had to help somebody else too to get rid of somebody. I was looking at another live, and they let somebody on their live, and they wasn't even from this country. And then they started smoking crack on there. And she was like, how do I get him off? And I'm in the comments like, girl, you gotta go upstairs to the top and go. Yo.
Oh my God.
The 40 and Over podcast. I don't know if she kept the video up there. She probably shouldn't if he was smoking crack. But the 40 and Over podcast I was watching, and she let somebody up there that she didn't know, and they was smoking crack. But anyway, that I was just saying that she, like you said, she opened herself up. Like, why is he not smacking August? Like that was the first thing that came to my head. Like, that's who you should be smacking. He actually put some stuff up in her. This person just said a joke. Like, and when he first said the joke, I didn't think it was bad, a joke. I thought it was like, she's strong. Like, G.I. Jane is a bad movie. Like, G.I. Jane is that woman who's beating all the men, and you know what I'm saying? She's the first woman to be let into the Marine Corps. Like,
she was a cool character. She was actually a cool character.
Say was when G.I. Jane 2 coming out.
And Wolf laughed at first until she turned to the. She gave him that eye. Like, I know you ain't laughing.
The whole time.
That's what I'm saying. And she turned over and gave him that eye. She ain't playing.
I'm trying to invite you, CK, but it keeps telling me that I can't. So just do a request.
He wasn't defending black. He was defending his woman.
I mean, I can see it like that a little bit of him defending his woman, and as a wife, you know, if I don't want my man to get in trouble, but naturally you're gonna be like, oh, okay, you doing that. You know, you getting something tonight, right? Like that, like the fly nurse said. But on the other hand, I was like, look what you just did. Look what you just did. Now, nothing you do ever again is, you just tainted everything you did, like Miles said. You just tainted everything from now on. People are just gonna remember what you did with that. You know? So I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna say Jada name.
What you mean?
I don't know. They might. I don't know. You know them comedians. You know those comedians. They all get together. They become a pack on you, man. You start doing stuff like that because they like, we're going to have to worry about people just running up on everybody now. Like, oh, you think you want to run up and hit everybody that's telling the joke, you know, that you don't like, you know?
I guess maybe that's why he did that. That's what Sophie said. She said, well, now ain't nobody going to talk about it. But that's not true. Now
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true, because some comedians be like, I dare you to come up here and slap me. I'm gonna say what I want. I mean, you got something that'll do that, you know. And Chris Rock came from no area that's like, you know, oh, he from a well-to-do place. He from Brooklyn, New York.
He from Brooklyn.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it ain't like he from a place where he ain't used to seeing, you know, they like, oh, West Philly. I'm like, well, he from Brooklyn, so it ain't like he's like from somewhere like, oh, dad, you know, he probably don't know, you know, he probably, you know what I mean?
I mean,
that's his personality, you know.
He took that hit. Ain't no one talking about it, but like he took that hit as a man, and to me, how he was looking at Will Smith, it's like he knew Will Smith like didn't really mean that and was going through something, but at the same time he liked it or, you know, going to settle for it.
Right.
It just like,
hey, Sonny.
Yeah, he looked shocked to me, like, whoa, like I thought he would have took the mic and said something, you know what I mean? Because he's a comedian too. So my first thought was, oh, he gonna go up there and grab the mic like, you my wife, baby, you rocking that bald head, you know, you look good, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's what Chris Rock thought he was.
I would have thought that because he's a comedian too. I would have never thought he would have walked up on him, you know, and so he probably wasn't even really prepared for somebody to hit him in that setting. You know what I mean? If he was at like a regular club around the way, he probably would be like, oh, you coming up on this. But in that setting, who's going to think somebody's going to walk up to you at the Oscars in front of millions and millions of people on live TV and assault you? Nobody going to think that. Nobody going to think that.
Yeah, that's why Chris was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
So, Sonny said had to be was what? I don't know what that is. He did that a few years. He did what a few years, Sonny? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, a few years ago when they wanted to boycott, the Oscars, they wanted Chris Rock to not host, but he still wound up hosting it. And what his joke was, well, they didn't invite you anyway. That was his joke. So that's not even the same thing. You know what I mean? That's not even the same thing.
Oh, on the Oscars, he made a joke that they weren't even inviting him anyway. Yeah. Did he mention Jada's name?
He said both of them, Will and Jada. Because they were boycotting. So he's like, but y'all didn't come anyway. But Regina Hall said something about entanglement in the beginning.
Oh, she did?
The one that said, yeah, she did a joke. Come on up here, Will. I know y'all got an open marriage, but you know, we all yes. So that's why I was like, well, wait a minute. You let this sister get away with that joke. Okay. So maybe he should have done an entanglement joke. Maybe you would have took that better.
CK, it won't let me accept you. And then every time I try to invite you, it says I invited you and you're here, so it won't let me do anything else. So I don't know if you want to take your request back and then just press accept. I'm trying to take my invite back, but it keeps coming up. But anyway, we're gonna try to get that fixed. So
yeah,
right.
Like Shalita, I mean, Mr. Selfie was saying before that he had smacked somebody before. Did anybody ever see that one? Where he smacked somebody before who kissed him when he was walking or something?
It was like they was in passing and Will reached over and slapped him.
Oh, Will slapped somebody before?
Yeah.
Oh, so he got a habit of reaching out and slapping people.
They call him the Philly Sugar Snap.
Oh, the guy tried to kiss him. A guy tried to kiss him.
Yeah, the guy tried to kiss him.
Oh, well, you invade his personal space. I mean, that's different. I mean, that's almost sexual assault right there. You trying to kiss me without my permission. And I'm like, yeah, I could get that. That I can get. But this one last night, I just was like, it overshadowed all that black man that produced the show, HBCU alum. And
I didn't even know he produced the show until Miles said that.
Yeah, Questlove won the award for the documentary which Chris Rock had presented, but everybody was talking about that. So Questlove and them got overlooked because everybody was talking about the slap before that he gave the award. So it's just, it was just all around bad. You know what I mean? Wow. It was just a bad thing. And like I said, I could understand a husband being upset. You see your wife upset. You know what I mean? You see your wife, you know, get a little hurt by something. But to me, that was just over the top to men for that joke. You know what I mean? I think
Kanye was bad. Nope, not no more.
Oh, did you see that meme that Mo put up where Kanye have a picture and you know it says "You're next."
Pete.
What's his name? What's that? Yeah, "You're next, Pete." About to smack. He have a picture and Kanye is standing there. "You're next, Pete." That's ridiculous.
They just gave Kanye permission to go up there and slap somebody.
Right.
It don't matter.
But the crazy thing was after he assaulted them, they let him come. They let him stay. Like to me,
that's what I'm saying. I sent the invite again, CK.
You be like, you gotta go. You gotta go. Nah, you want to slap me. I'm sorry. That was just he I'm telling you, I give him mad props for holding back. Because I
Chris Rock
have
a brother? Doesn't he have a brother?
Yeah, he got a brother. Yeah.
I'm surprised his brother wasn't there.
Tony Rock.
Yeah,
Tony Rock.
Man, my husband was like,
would try to come up there for Tony Rock. I think Tony Rock is his brother, right?
I think so.
Everybody was saying if Tony Rock was the one doing it, Tony Rock would have punched him out.
Demeanor totally
wouldn't have let him do that. That's
I think
crazy.
Chris Rock was about to punch him back, but he dropped his hand.
Yeah, if you looked at him, he looked like he was going to lunge back for a second, and he held himself.
With that right, and he just dropped his hand.
I saw that too. I was like, oh, he was. I said, did you see that, honey? I was like, he was going. I was like, this is about to go left.
He was? I didn't see that part.
He kind of like lunged, but he was like held himself back. I was like, wow. And that's when he wound up putting his hands behind his back. Like, wow.
That's why he kept saying,
wow. He had his hands behind his back the whole time that Will. I'm sorry.
Well, he came up, he like, uh-oh. He did like this, like, uh-oh. And when he slapped him, he's like, and he just, I think it was like instinct thing though. Somebody hit you, you know, your instinct is hit back. But he caught himself. He did. I was just like, well, you could have done better than that. You're a whole 53 years old. You could have done better than that. You could have done better than that. You know, like I expect to see that from somebody 30 years your junior, not at 53. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not at age. Not doing that. You gotta have some wisdom about yourself.
It was like she's just bald. What are you?
I think she personally looks good, but I mean, everybody deals with their disorders in their own way. So she may, you know, in her mind, she probably is, you know.
No, she has a right to be offended. You know, I'm not saying that, but it wasn't something for him to walk up there and smack that man.
And I'm not saying she the one that made him go up there. You know, he was responsible for his own actions, in my opinion, you know. I mean, what I, as his wife said, I'm good. You know, I probably would have, not that she had to, but I probably would have did that for my husband. Like, look, it's your night. I'm good. We'll handle it later. You know what I mean? That's just using wisdom. Because you can always address that later, in my opinion. You could have always addressed that later. Because everybody saw it wasn't a secret.
It's not good. He was like, it's not good that we keep taking, you know, the you know, being offended and being how you can say, like, disregarded and just always having to take something and accept it. And he was saying that it's not good.
No, I'm saying in that moment, I'm saying that wouldn't have been for me the time to say or to approach. Yeah, honey, this your night. I'm hurt, but we're gonna deal with that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You always are valid in your feelings, but you don't always have the right to express it the way you feel. That's what I always tell my students. You have your right to feel like, oh, what I did you didn't like, what I said you didn't like, but you don't have the right to just come at me with any kind of action either. You know what I mean? So we can talk about it, and maybe at this time it's not right for me to talk about it with you because, number one, if I'm telling you and you telling me and we're not in the right headspace, we're not going to hear each other anyway. So even if I'm trying to tell you offended me, you're not going to receive it because you're not in the mind to receive it. So that's what I was saying. At that time, I would have been like, all right, this your night. We're going to deal with it, but just not right now, not at this moment. Like that, you don't have to get up there and do. And if he did, like I said, if he felt like he had to, get the mic and be like, baby, you rocking that. You know what I mean? It ain't like he could have done like Kanye did. Beyonce had the best album of the year, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You could have done something like that. You know what I mean? If you wanted to show I'm supporting my wife, you know, and at the same time, I'm kind of checking you at the same time, because then that would have caused him to go into another avenue in his routine. Or he would have gone with the same thing, and then you could have really checked him later. You see what I'm saying? But you didn't give that brother a chance to even get it right for something that you may have offended him, and he may not even have known. Because I didn't know the sisters had alopecia. I'm just going to tell you, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she said that on her show.
See, I don't watch
on
that.
Her red table.
Yeah, I don't watch that. If they hadn't put it on Facebook with the the entanglement on that stuff, I wouldn't know because I don't watch that. So I wouldn't know. I didn't know anything about that. I just thought, oh, she done shaved her hair, because some of the women, they do that. That's a style. Some women don't wear any hair and they look beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, look at what's her name?
Sinead O'Connor for years, you know. But I mean, like I said, she looked beautiful last night. I thought Will's wife looked beautiful last night. So I get as a woman how that could, but not to have my husband up there risking his job, his life, any of that stuff over some words. But at the end of the day, not going to really mean nothing to me because you're not my husband. I'm not laying in the bed with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not laying in the bed with me. So what this dude's saying on stage, who I'm not married to, I'm not connected to in any kind of way, whatever you say, you don't validate me.
I'm just it's just
being laughed at.
Oh, Will was tired of being laughed at. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. I can't invite nobody. I can't accept nobody. I don't know if is everybody on Instagram right now talking about this. It's just messing up. I don't know why it won't let me do that, but
oh yeah, he did cry during his speech. I saw somebody say he cried during his speech. He sure did. But if you notice,
that's what happens. Like once you snap and you come back, you realize what you done, how you messed up, so you start crying. That's what I was telling Yannick early. I was like, yo, I really think he snapped. I remember when I snapped because my supervisor out, when I came back too, I was like, oh, I'm about to get fired. I ain't say sorry. I just went to my office. Like, in some ways, I kind of meant it. But, at that level of madness that I was at, she didn't deserve it. But I wasn't thinking, you know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure he wasn't thinking like, I'm going to go to the Oscars and if I say anything about Jada, I'm going to slap him.
Right.
It was just that one moment of, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. The last straw.
You just don't know. But then again, that's what I'm saying. You run up on somebody and you talking about I'm broken. You don't know what that person on the stage been doing with either. Because it could have been a whole nother reaction on that part.
That's what I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, because you know what I mean? You can't just be running up on people like that and think that you just going to get up there and do stuff like that. I don't want other people that was watching to think they going to be able to get away with that, because you're not. In real life, that's not going to happen. it's gonna go real left. You know what I mean? So some things you don't gotta respond to everything. Everything you don't like to respond to.
Hold on. But Chris Rock didn't want to press charges.
Huh?
Chris Rock didn't want to press charges. Can you hear me?
He didn't want to press charges, he said?
Yeah, he did.
No. The police came and everything, and he told them no.
And he could have. Yeah. And he could have, but we were all witnesses to it. I mean, he had the best case anybody.
He got a video of it. The TV
witnesses. I testify, I saw it. You know? I mean, that's what I'm saying. He had the best case.
Cops would have been on stage.
Right. That's why I was like, well, dang. I said, dude, like, I don't know if I would have did that on national TV. I mean, even if you wanted to, I don't know if I would have did it there. Not that. You know what I mean?
Okay, PK, I'm sorry. It still says you're invited. I don't know why, but I invited you, and it says you're invited, but I don't know why you can't join. So I don't know what's going on with this Instagram thing today. Usually, you know, you invite somebody, you accept them, and it go good. What happened? Oh, you know what? Why does it have so many people in this room? It's got like 5 people in here. They ain't supposed to have that much people. Maybe that's why. I got too much people in there. And then and where we at right now, it's called like a room. And it shows you who's in the room. So married ladies in the room, you in the room, and Shalita in the room. But it was 2 more people in there. And maybe if I take that off, request again. Oh, what happened?
Sean Teeth fell off. I don't know.
We lost Teeth. Each one. Okay. So, all right. Let's see if it will let me invite you again. See, now it's not even letting me hit it. Yeah, take your request back. Because it won't let me accept it. It's saying, so take a request back and do it again. And then I'm going to take my invite back, and then I'm just going to let you request and then accept from there. Because me trying to invite and them trying to request at the same time, I think it's probably messing it up that way. Because I'm trying to, I think she dropped off the live, period. Yep, she's not even on the live, period. She dropped off. I don't know if her phone went dead. Maybe his phone went dead. Oh, okay. So her phone messing up. You seen the text?
Nah.
She just texted us the group text. She said good night. Good night, each one to each one. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have no requests. All right. So I have no requests, and I'm just going to do the invite and see if that works. See, now it won't even let me. Now I'm pressing the invite, and it's not doing anything. But to me, it was just all over something that didn't need to happen in front of the whole world. And now, you know, Will is going to never live this down. Every time you Google them for a minute, it's probably going. That's what Thania said when she tried to Google Chris Rock. The smack just comes instantly. That's the first thing at the top. So when now I won't even let me invite.
I just said Will, and it was like Will Smith Oscars 2022. I'm like, what if I just wanted the word Will, like not Will Smith?
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna see if it'll let me go live. I pressed go live with him, and it still didn't come up. Oh, it said Will issued an apology. Did anybody hear about Will issuing an apology to Chris?
No, I ain't hear.
I keep pressing yes, go live with CK, but it's just not doing it. I don't know. It's just messing up today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm saying go live.
It's just one of them days.
I know. Like the internet is off the chain right now. So yeah, CK, Instagram is acting crazy because of what's going on. I think that's what it is. Instagram is acting crazy. But all I know is it didn't make sense to me. It was just something really small, and it just did not make sense to me of him going up there. Okay. Of him going up there just for something so small. So, but we see how it's kind of like it's too late, Will. It's too late. Like you,
yeah,
your wife's name has been drugged through the mud because y'all decided to let out stuff like that. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I heard somebody say this morning, it's kind of like when the whole public see your streak drawers. Like you got streaks in your drawers and everybody know it. So it's kind of
issue an apology.
Oh, he did? He did issue an apology?
Yeah. He said what he did was unacceptable, inexcusable, and he also apologized to the Academy. He adds, I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise glorious journey for all of us.
But he still ain't mentioned
let me see what CBS
Chris
News
Rock
is saying.
He still ain't mentioned Chris Rock.
It's on a tweet. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not of that of a man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Will Smith. That was one of them.
It was a tweet. That's what it was. I hope he called him.
Well, it didn't come from Will Smith tweet. It came from CBS News, so who knows?
Oh, came from CBS News tweet.
But it looks like a post. Like, you know, it's a picture of him and then it's a statement. Like, no, you need a video, homie. You need a video. And I guess they have
I keep going to your thing, CK, and trying to accept your invite, but I press on it and then I don't know. I guess you can't see me accepting it, or it says go live with CK and I'm pressing it and then it just goes away.
Oh, he's writing stuff on Instagram. I don't follow him, so.
Oh yeah, I don't follow him either. Maybe I should have followed him and Chris. I bet you they gained a whole lot of followers since this. I bet you he gained a lot of followers. See, I told John, he's so sensitive. I told him to stay in the chat so he can come back when somebody get off. And he look at him. He gone. He just gone. Like I can't text him on the phone at the same time I'm on live. You know he like to talk. So I was just trying to get CK up there, and I told him to stay in the chat, but he completely left. So I can't even bring him back if he wanted to. But I mean, I don't know. It's just to me, it just boiled down to him just so being out of touch with the real world. Yes, he came from Philly, but he's the first generation of his generation who have that type of $1 billion, you know, have all, hey, Oakland, who have that type of money. And now everybody who had that type of money who up there with him, some people might not invite him to stuff. Some people might exclude him from stuff now. You know, he in that world of the billionaires.
They still going to invite him. They are still going to invite him.
That's true. That's
because
true.
From what I see and probably what everyone else sees, just someone having a mental breakdown. Because that's exactly how he looked. Even when he was apologizing during the Oscars, he had a mental breakdown. He had something that, it happened. You can't take it back.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Pretty good. You could just call me M3, from Knowledge and Relationship.
I'm sorry. I see your name come up as Oakland. I'm like, okay, Oakland artist.
I know one of these times, I'm going to definitely change it. But thanks for bringing me on here.
Yes, I want to get people's opinion about this smack heard around the world. What's your
SmackDown? Oh man. So I'll just say this, right? Because we're going to be covering that real soon, like in the next 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But my personal opinion, as far as the move that Will Smith did, I feel like that, when Chris Rock made that joke, Will Smith was was laughing, seemed like he was having a good time with it. But when Jada started giving him that stink eye, right? see, the thing is, she wasn't so pleased. She was like, I can't believe you just said that to me about my bald head. But when the camera wasn't on Will and Jada, I bet you Jada whispered something to Will. And she probably gave him that stink eye, and she probably was like, that's not funny, Will. Okay? You're not being a man, Will. Or probably saying if that was Tupac, Tupac would have shot him up, Will. I know I'm over-exaggerating, but the thing is, I think because Will knew that Jada was not happy and she was not pleased, it made it seem like that she sick Will, use Will and sick him on Chris Rock. Because it just looked so weird. You start laughing, then you get up, then you just smack somebody, and then you just sit down, and now you just want to be all tough and all. But where was that energy with August Alsina, Rick Ross, Future? So all of a sudden you choose March to act like Malcolm X, but in August you want to act like Martin Luther King. So to me, I'm like, man, come on, that just kind of sucked. The way how he kind of carried himself, and yeah, that's just my personal opinion to it.
Do you think it took away from the good stuff that happened there, too?
So, you talking about all the good that Will Smith done? Or you talking about
not the stuff that he done, but at the Oscars, we had Each One Teach One. She said that it was a black producer who produced it. It was a black documentary that won Questlove when he got smacked. So nobody really knows that, because I don't know none of that until she said that. I just know the smack.
I can't lie.
To be honest with you, no one doesn't really watch the Oscars like that.
I didn't watch it.
If anything, that smack just made people just want to watch maybe
that just boosted
at least half the Oscars, or little bits and pieces just to kind of tune into that. So,
all right.
Because otherwise, I didn't even know the Oscars was on until I heard the news about the smack, and I was like, oh snaps, dang. So,
yeah. All right.
And for the people who want to say that was fake,
on YouTube, on your YouTube.
Yeah, so we're gonna go live at 7:00 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
So right now the time is 6:32 on our end. So we have less than 30
about
minutes.
A half hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell the people who's to come where they should tune in. Go ahead, tell them.
They should tune in to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. You'll find us on our YouTube platform. You'll find us on our Twitch platform as well. But hey, come to the YouTube side, get the likes up and subscribe. You don't want to miss this out. This will be a double feature. So before we get to the main event with the Will and Jada topic, we do have to talk about a serious topic. And this was a young guy who kind of lost his life falling off from a roller coaster ride. I forget his name, unfortunately. Yeah. So, that was our original topic before we found out about the whole Will and Jada shenanigans. So, but yeah, Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube, people.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming up.
No problem.
I'm gonna
Thanks for the
tune in.
invitation.
All right. I'm gonna tune in. All right.
I was just looking at the slap again.
You was?
My bad. I was trying to catch the part where they were saying Will Smith was still laughing. And I mean, that's what I see, that he was still laughing at the previous joke.
No, I mean, the way that the videos that I saw, he was, huh?
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, the videos that I saw have him telling that joke, like you said, about the two people, the wife and husband that were up for Oscars, and then he said the G.I. Jane joke, and then they went back to Will after he had said that was a good joke, and next thing you know, Will walking up there. So I didn't see that exchange between him and Jada. Only thing I seen was Will laughing and then walking. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, knowledge and relationships on YouTube, yo.
I seen Will like this, like after he said it the first time, he was like, and I seen Jada just,
and
then Will was still smiling, like, and then he's trying to say, come on, come on. I thought he was talking to Jada when he was like, come on, that was a good joke. And the next thing you know, he's like, uh-oh. You just see Will walk up there slap.
But to me, it looked like his hands was behind his back. Like he didn't even think Will was going to do anything. It looked like his hands stayed behind his back the whole time Will was walking to him. Normally, if some man is walking to you after you just made a joke about his wife, you would have your hands like this at least, like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have his hands up like this. He was just having his hands behind his back like, really? Are you really going to do this here? I don't think he thought Will was going to do that on the Oscars. He probably didn't think that he was safe to joke.
Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
I mean,
that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Now Will walked up there with his hands down at his side.
No, I'm talking about Chris.
Oh, Chris? Yeah,
Chris
he did have
had his hands behind his back the whole time. Like he didn't think Will was gonna hit him.
No, it looked like Will hit him so hard he was about to fall.
I think if Will would have did the step back, like the pimp step back, I think he would have really fell. Because when I seen the videos, like you could hear the sound, that's that smack sound.
He was like,
whoa. If he would have did that step back, like a real, like what Bernie was doing when Chris Rock was in that movie, when he was running for president. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna have my brother be the vice president. This way I know nobody will try to kill me. And he just coming through the train station. Boom. Boom.
Smack.
Man. Oh my goodness. But
the truth is, I can't remember nothing from the Oscar but that.
I don't even watch the Oscars. I've been stopped watching award shows years ago. I remember as a kid, I used to like watching at least like the rap, like BT or, American Music Awards when I was real little because Michael Jackson was on there. But as I gotten older, I don't know. I'm not into watching award shows. It's like, to me, it's something that takes away from something you could be doing. It's like busy work. It's like watching TV. Like I put my time into watching a movie more than to watching award shows. Like, especially the Oscars. The Oscars?
Yeah, my husband was watching. He was watching the Oscars, and he was between the Oscars and the news, the late news, going back and forth.
Oh, okay. That's right. I mean, people was just banning the Oscars. People ain't even because they don't nominate black people. They were just banning it. So I think they told security, whatever happens, don't do nothing because we're gonna give them a chance and we're gonna show y'all how animalistic these people is. See, they're aggressive. See, they fight all the time. See, we can't have them on there. That's why we ain't nominating them. like Miles has said.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that point of view, but at the same time, some type of people gonna always think that way. So, I mean, we could look back in history and really see who's more barbaric and animalistic.
Yeah, but it just doesn't make sense. Anybody, it just doesn't make sense to do that to me. It's just
it's heartbreaking.
I guess I could feel Will's side of it because of what people been saying about his wife, what's been let out. But in a sense, it's like, what do you expect? What do you expect? You okay with somebody else putting up in you okay with that? So of course men gonna think you a punk. You okay with that? So I mean, K West King. So I don't know. But
it's crazy how Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry came to his side.
For real?
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after and Oscar was given and all that stuff, and Will made his speech. Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry, like during the break, commercial break. Of course, we didn't see that, but so many stuff got posted afterwards. That Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry had some words for Will Smith, and they was hugging him as well as some people in the audience. They was like pulling Will Smith up, comforting him and stuff like that.
Maybe because they know what he been through, and then they know what he been through. They married, but the thing about it is that his wife is out there. Like his wife put all, she the one who on the Red Table Talk and telling her business. August ended up putting her business out there, and then she was like, okay, we're just gonna talk about it. He went there and sat nice and calmly while she talked about her entanglement. So who sees you as somebody who's really gonna defend or do anything about it if somebody make us a little joke? Like, that's ridiculous to me. So I don't know. But as far as, like I said, the wife side is like, oh yeah, go ahead. He defended me. Oh. But when it comes down to it, I feel like if it was my husband, I can't stop him from doing stuff. I can encourage him to not do stuff. But, when somebody gets something in their head, they go ahead and do stuff. It's nothing that you can do. I don't think Jada sicked him on Chris Rock like some people are saying. I don't think she did that. I think damn. So I don't know. Instagram is messing up. I can't even let people in. It's messing up. But you know what? It's all right. This meme is gonna go on for a little bit. They're gonna be memeing him for a minute on this. And I think Chris Rock should start going on tour right now and start sticking this joke. Everybody would come see him just because they think he's gonna talk about the Oscars. People would buy. People gonna buy his tickets anyway. But I think he would sell more tickets if he just started like going on tour just right after this. Like, all right, I'm still selling tickets. And if he could, but I had thought it was a publicity stunt too at first.
Chris Rock. Someone said Chris Rock got what he deserved because he made a movie about Black women's hair. So what did he expect when he started talking about a Black woman's hair?
Kind of true. but
the joke was, I don't know. To me, I didn't even hear a joke. I just heard some G.I. Jane Part 2.
And then his tears and his crying and saying he's a protector of his family. He just wants to push love. How you want to push love? An hour ago, you just smacked somebody. It's just crazy of how you see how the Oscars was like, yeah, we're going to let them in there and you're going to see what's going to happen. Security don't do nothing. And we're going to see what's going to happen. Now, when we lock y'all niggas out of all of the nominations, we have a reason to now. So
I don't think that, but
I don't know. I feel like they didn't want us there. We banned them, forced them to have us there. Now look what happened. Now they're gonna go right back to doing whatever they was doing. That's what I think. I think they're gonna go back to doing whatever they was doing. Like you see what happened.
People want to go back. You know, the let's make America great again type people always want us to go back. Not just with the Oscars, with everything. They want us to go back. So that's why I'm not really focused on that, because them type of people is going to have their mindset, and that's how they're going to die with that type of mindset. So I'm no longer, working myself overtime or trying to be excellent and do more than the next chick is doing just to show them type of people that I'm capable. It's like, if you don't see it, the hell with you. Period.
I think you're friends with Wes King. You know him? Wes 15 King. It says you're friends with him.
I don't even see nobody in here.
Yeah, Wes B. King was still in here.
On my side, it's gone. Like, I don't see anybody.
Oh, so it's just us three.
Wait a minute. I think I just seen him. West B 15 King. I don't know.
It says he's still watching, so I was trying to because it says you're his friend. Hey, Just Kia.
I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing? I hit that by accident.
Oh, okay.
But I was just eating and I was listening to y'all and I was like, yeah, y'all making good points.
I want to hear your opinion though, too.
My opinion, because I was talking to my homeboy, he a police officer, and that's my brother. But my opinion was too, first thing when I seen it, I said that, because I do my research on people, especially like with Will and like black people that's popular in the entertainment business. But I knew that she had alopecia. So when he said it, I said he better stop. But Will was laughing. That's what I said. I said, well, Will was laughing.
Yeah.
And then his wife was looking at him like, nigga, no, that ain't funny. So that's when I was like, damn, he shouldn't. I was telling my old lady, I was telling my wife, I said, I wouldn't have done nothing right there, especially on Live Nation. But I would have checked them backstage. Like, yo, my wife got alopecia, you're not doing that. Like, but I was telling, like, you know how men are. I understand he's a comedian and there's jokes, but come at the man, don't come at the woman. That's also how I feel as a man. Like, but I understand he was a comedian. I wouldn't have done that right there in that live. That was crazy. I seen it. I knew it was real. I said, "Oh, that's real." And then, like,
I didn't think it was real at first.
No, but you could hear that it wasn't just a slap. It was a slap mush. She like caught him.
Mm.
But I think, you know,
All right.
He should have handled it differently, but it was, you can tell that was a lot of built up stuff from all this stuff happening and something going on that he just let it out on him. Because I was talking about it with my brother. It was somebody else, he wouldn't have did that to them.
That's why I was asking. You think if it was Bill Burr up there,
T.I., if it was Cat Williams, he wouldn't have did none of that to them. Cause these people
Cat Williams got smacked by a little kid, beat up.
Cat
so
would have fought back. Cat still wasn't gonna let you just do that.
Yeah, he still would have fought back. Yeah, he still would have fought back.
You know,
my husband said it.
We all
he wouldn't have done that.
Choose our battles. You always choose your battles.
That's true. That's true. But Bill Burr is a comedian who has a black wife or whatever. And if he was up there saying a little joke, I don't think he would say the joke, but I don't think Will Smith would have went up there and smacked him. I don't think so. I don't think if it was a white person that he would have went up there and smacked him. If it was a white woman, everybody.
I was telling somebody, I said, if he smacked the white man, let's say it was Will Ferrell or just like Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. If it was Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, the security would have came. Yeah, they wouldn't have let it.
Right.
The security would have came. He wouldn't even have let it happen.
They let it go because they like it's Will. They let it go because it was Will and it was black people. They like, whoa, we gonna just, and it's publicity, it's clout. It brings more. We all talk about. They're gonna be now. Oscars that's why y'all talk. They not, even if they ban him, but they still gonna get more views and more publicity because that happened. That happened again. So they gonna sell some seats and get some. Their views is definitely gonna jump. They just still got to.
That's true.
They just still have to include us in these damn nominations. Like that wasn't enough. Not even just the nomination. We gotta win them. We need to win them because we've been. Well, it shouldn't took this long for him to get no daggone Oscar.
Who will?
Yeah.
Like Denzel and like Halle Berry and like they do that to a lot of us. But then they like for some people like what's the name who did Precious? Her first thing she did, she got an Oscar. But a lot of us, they let us, they do multiple movies that was good, but they don't nominate. But my whole thing is, so what? With the Oscar. F Oscar.
Yeah, true.
Fuck Oscar.
Yeah,
throw that Oscar close to like they don't even fuck with us like that.
Yeah.
So who gives a F about the Oscar?
I didn't watch it. I just seen them. I didn't watch it. I'm not worrying about that. I watch BET just to support it, but I don't really be doing too much with that. But I'm gonna try to talk your heads off. I had pushed the button by accident because I was listening to y'all and I was like, okay, yeah.
Oh. Well, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Thanks for giving your opinion. I appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me be on it.
Yep, thank you.
No problem.
All right.
Peace. But I seen a lot of people come in, but okay, yeah, it's like 5 people in here. So anybody else want to give their opinion of the Oscars, of the smack heard around the world? The smack heard around the world. Yeah, something's going on with this Instagram because people who not even here still showing up in the room.
I know I'm lagging on my side because I didn't even see his name, but then after you said it, it appeared. So I think I got like a 15-second lag on my side, I think.
Hey, Alicia, do you want to give your opinion? You can come up here and give your opinion too. We are just discussing the smack heard around the world, Okay, she left. So, in about 7 minutes, we're going to wrap it up. Because I know you got to go to work and I got other stuff, I have work to do as well. But it's just your eyes closing. But I think we just got to do better, and we got to do better with that. I understand that who cares about, the Oscars, because I'm like, F the Oscars too. But it's more than the Oscars that's going to see you. doing that. You know what I'm saying? So
It's called
we
mental health.
trying to, huh?
It's called therapy. It's called therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you overwhelmed.
But they claim they've been to therapy. You ever seen Red Table? If you watch all the episodes,
he's human, and at the same time, he's human. He's not gonna do everything right.
Yeah.
So if he makes a mistake, that's his mistake that he's gonna learn from. That's his life lesson. He's not gonna do everything right. So everybody's saying he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't. I mean, he did what he did at that time for whatever reason. That was his. You know, hey. And then his life lesson is that, you know, he embarrassed now. So he can't hold that man to a certain standard. He's human. Maybe that's the lesson from, you know, maybe that's the lesson from it as well. It's called life. Everyone is human. Everyone makes certain errors, mistakes. Don't matter what color or religion or what gender you are. You human. You're a human being. And you're gonna make mistakes. You know, you can try your best to have self-control, but sometimes you're gonna slip. And that was his slip.
That's true. That's true. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at all.
How people respond. Like, you can say F him, take his Oscar, or you can say maybe we need to start paying more attention to these actors and actresses that's really under pressure. You know, you can't just love them when they doing good and well, and then they flip out. Then you're gonna hate them. Like, no. I feel bad for Chris Rock just like I feel bad for Will Smith and Jada.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point. Good point. All right. Well, I think it's just it's gonna last a long time. They're gonna be talking about this for years, all the way up until the next Oscar. They probably gonna be talking about this, and it overshadowed the other stuff. But I really don't care about the other, like when he started crying over the Oscar afterwards. It was just like, whatever. Why are you crying?
I mean, but it was more shade going through the Oscars than that slap. No one talk about that missing Oscar. What's her name? Wanda. Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. What she said?
Yeah, she was a host. And what room was that she was exploring? It was like this Oscar room. And she was telling people about the first African American woman to win an Oscar, right? But her Oscar is missing. Right. And no one replaced it. And it's like it's her name, and what Wanda Sykes pointed out, Sykes, whatever. With Wanda, if you don't know, go back on YouTube and look at the Oscar. What Wanda pointed out is that you had Oscars in that room from everyone else, but hers was missing. Okay. So it was a lot of shade being thrown. Even Tiffany, she had on this nice gown, and someone called it a costume, and she was like, "Oh no, this is not a costume. This is I think it was Dolce & Gabbana or Gucci, one of them evening gown. This is not a costume." So then the lady, she starts laughing, and she was like, "Ha ha ha!" And then she was like, what she said, she was like, "Oh, it's such an act." She said, "I'm not an act. This is real life. This is what success looks like. This is what money looks like." So it was a lot of shade being thrown besides that smack. Maybe people just need to go back and watch it over. And then we need to be asking that question, where's that lady's Oscar?
You talking about the Will Smith or something else?
Yeah, we talking about Will Smith.
Yeah, they were saying
it's just that Will Smith took it over. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were saying like you know, all his life he had to watch, I guess, like abuse with his father and stuff like that. And then you know he got like a lot of issues. Like he went up there and I guess he said it like, you know what I'm saying? Like they really hurt people. They human beings. These actors are human beings. And then First of all, this man been saying things a lot already about him because, you know, last year, I guess they didn't come to the Oscars or whatever. He threw a little jokes in. That was a little serious for them. And then, even though she publicized whatever her head and all of that stuff in the alopecia situation, people still going to make jokes, like, no matter what. But at that moment, he probably was like, nah, I'm just tired of it. Like, because at first, I thought it was fake. They all still was laughing. It looked like
I thought it was fake, too.
Faces. Like, and then now it's like, it's all over social media, like, now. Like, so I'm like, all right, now I'm just like, it's real.
Did you watch the
Oscars?
Live
violence. People love live violence. Like,
did you actually watch the Oscars, or you just heard it?
Yeah, I figured out all of this morning. Like, it was like all over the time feed. I'm like, I seen a picture, but you know, you just scrolling thumb, just throwing a thumb. I'm just like, oh, it's real. I'm like, oh, it's real.
Man, I was up to 3 a.m. doing work, like almost 3, 4, and that's when I seen it. I seen it like 3 o'clock in the morning. Something go across my screen about Will fighting at the Oscars. I said, fighting? And that's when I looked it up and was like, oh shoot! But I couldn't hear it. The one that I seen at 3 o'clock in the morning, they didn't hear. You couldn't hear the sound. And then this morning, I found the ones that you could hear the sound. I was like,
really
oh, he was
that.
silly.
They trying to take those down. Like, they trying to take all them posts down. He might just suck it up, like the August Alsina thing. Like, just suck it up, bro. You did it on live.
But you
TV.
were right about him. What about his father? You know, his father. Yeah, I remember that he said that his father used to beat on his mother, and he always felt bad that he could never protect her.
And then, you know, like the internet, some of these people have points on the internet, and I know that they read this shit, like, you know, especially about the Tupac thing. Like, you know, he was jealous of that.
Yeah.
Like, you got August Alsina. You got people really, like, tapping in your nerves. Some of them is, you can weave as much you want. But if you on that line looking, you're going to see something that's going to hit, it's going to strike your nerve. You can keep the straight face. Of course, you're an actor. But when it blows, it's just like, yo, you know what? Somebody got to be made an example. Like, I ain't no bitch. Right now, talk about that. I know about taking the cake, right? They're like, fuck it now. Like, fuck it. I'm going to be the sponsor. Fuck it now. Talk about that now. I'm going to give you something to talk about.
4/5 said, you don't disrespect the man's wife. The Smith family been through a lot.
Full right about that.
Keep my wife's name out your mother.
And then, like I said, like, she going through her.
I knew that was serious when I finally heard that.
That's what everybody said.
I went straight on Instagram like, I know somebody gonna post this.
They said,
the Oscars, they blanked it out. They tried everything.
They said, like, the second time he screamed it out, they was like, everybody was like, all right, this is real. People thought it was a game too up there. Like, okay,
they probably thought it was an act.
Right, and they said it was all muted.
But Lupita was sitting next to him when he was saying,
that's the girl that played Black Panther and all of that, right?
Yeah, her face was like, her face, okay.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, she was like,
Wakanda forever. She was like,
yeah, the right table.
I wanted to give her a teacup right here, girl.
She probably was like, can I get another table? She probably text one.
Oh, we can't hear you. What happened? What you do?
My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, I know she was like,
yeah,
manager, find me another table now before Chris come over here and get crazy.
The fact that they didn't throw him out was kind of like, all right. If he would have hit a white man, I was saying they would have threw him out.
If that was the other way around, they'd have been boos and all of the craziness. But you gotta look, Will Smith is the highest paid actor right now. Like, no matter what.
That's right, Andre. Where was that energy for towards all?
He ain't had that.
That's what I'm saying.
August was going to beat his own.
Y'all got scared. He got in one little fight and everybody at the Oscars got scared.
You know what's crazy? I don't know who's in here. Like, if they still in here, like Nando. All right, Nando seen me get slapped before. Like, so you gotta hold that composure. Like, especially like if it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about that. Like, yeah, Virgos get you slapped. Like, they get you slapped or they slap you. Like one or the other. Like, and then I know Chris was like, I'm on TV. Like, you gotta shake that off because you that check probably ain't clear. So he was like, "Ooh boy, if that check is clear, it'd have been a showdown."
Like, we don't want you, nah, he sized Chris up. They said, nah, he sized Chris up.
I don't think, nah. He just went off. Because especially like when it's your family, especially the women in your family, you don't even care what size they is. Like, you better fight. Because you're gonna look like a punk. She probably was like, nigga, Tupac would have shot him. Or he thinking in his head like, yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna cheat on me again because August would be on here talking shit. That's all I need.
But he said there's never been any infidelity. Did you see that interview?
Man, that's crockett shit, man.
He said there has never been infidelity. He said there's nothing that Jada has done that I don't know.
Right, it's with consent. It's with consent, but you could be like, all right, you tell your kids you can get one icy out the refrigerator, you go to sleep. They think they automatically need to get 4 or 5 more because you said they can touch it.
So they said Will ain't got that energy for Tupac. He got that energy for Tupac either when he was alive.
Tupac would have had the whole West Coast up there, like, but that's in August.
It would have been the National Guard up there, Tupac. Crenshaw,
Compton. Whole Compton would have been up there.
I think that he was trying maybe to channel Tupac in a sense because I think she always probably felt like she would end up with him maybe, and that was like her love. That was like her.
They probably was bumping Tupac.
She talks about it. You know, she talks about him in that way, and. He was, he was not the bad guy, but he was the gangster guy, and then she ended up with the clean cut rapper,
regular dude.
So
do not give that man no rapper status.
I'm sorry. It's called clean cut rapper. She did make some money from it. So I mean, call him a rapper.
Oh, you don't know how.
Uncle the Uncle Phil rapper.
Y'all watching that?
The new
Uncle
one?
Phil slapped the shit out of somebody. Yo, that was the crazy part because Chris Rock was like, yo, Will Smith just smacked the shit.
Yeah.
He had to keep his composure, like.
Yeah.
For the TV, you live. Like I said, you live one, and that check probably ain't clear. So. They probably like, you know how black people we acting, Chris. We always got you up here. Please don't. Nah, we ain't gonna give you the whole check. You just gotta get this through, cause you up there telling jokes, and they make these people do that. Like all them jokes is written before he even come out and say anything. Like he don't freestyle that up there. They make make sure you get talk about her bald head, like not knowing that just got Chris in trouble. He got him slapped. True. They do that.
Hey, you got a story to tell? I be looking at his Instagram and be watching them all the time too. They be having some good content.
Oh, who?
It says you got a story. So go check that out. If if y'all want to see that. But
do he got they got an opinion?
I tried. I think they I don't even think they're here anymore. Yeah, they left. They just came on real quick. But Nando, if you want to tell your opinion, I think Nando left.
I think he's still there.
I invited him. So I mean, I know, like I think like Shalita said, everybody's human.
Yeah.
I get that. Everybody's human. Everybody gotta make their mistake. And then it was just like one thing after another, one thing after another. Like what can he take? You know, can't take no more. But you still have to. He still has to see the other side of it, of how
and they
it
probably
looks. So.
like you know what you heading into.
That's the thing. You already know that side.
Right, you know what you heading into. They like, all right, they tell a joke, all right, we gonna try to laugh it off. But he better not talk about my bald head. Yeah, right, babe. And he said it.
Okay, Nando, I'm trying to invite you, but I think it's saying, okay. It's doing that other stuff like before. I think I sent the invite I thought you wasn't here, but I did send the invite. Do you see it? What she said, okay, Arjane said he needs to take that out on August. Yes. He shouldn't. Chris just ended up getting
I ain't gonna lie. That energy, I ain't gonna lie. It took it out on Jada in August. Because y'all playing with me too much. You trying to sit here across this table and use words. Like,
August has sickle cell or something. Isn't he sick?
Man, it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yo, Johnson was getting a little erection around my wife and y'all was getting too friendly. But it's like, all right, if you say your wife can go ahead and you know, lay down with another man, but it gets different when y'all just on dates, like y'all at the movie, shit like that. Like, what are you doing now? That's extra. That's like, I keep forgetting shit in the refrigerator. That's like way extra.
He's a comedian and she ain't exempt. That's what they said. He's a comedian and she ain't exempt.
Man. All that from Philly. They always want to jump out there. I'm from here.
I see that side. You know, you going to a place where people gonna be joking and they always rag on people. That's why they have comedians at the Oscar to try to make it fun. Because it's really boring. So
right.
They have comedians up there to rag on people all day.
Right.
So
I get it. But then again, they gotta ask them like, you know, I'm a fuck with you. But then slide them a note and be like, yo, don't talk about such and such and such stuff. You can say anything. Like, if he would, I bet if he would have just cracked on Will, that would have been it. That would have been left alone. Like,
yeah.
That would have been.
That's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that maybe Chris Rock was up there rehearsing some other jokes, and then when it was time, he didn't say those jokes. He was rehearsing. He decided to come up with something slick.
Right. And that joke is so old and lame. Like, it was lame. Like that's how people, I know when we in school, when we was cracking jokes, like, if it's funny, I'ma laugh. Like, we crack all the time. Everybody, I'll be the butt of the joke or whatever. It'd be me. Like, if it's my turn today, it's my turn. You feel what I'm saying? But if you coming at me with corny jokes, I can't say nothing funny back. It might start getting, now it's gonna start getting disrespectful and it's gonna die down. Then it's like, all right, I heard that one before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I heard it. Now you running into the hole. Like, it's corny.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think it was an offensive joke when I heard it. Because I seen G.I. Jane.
Right.
So I didn't think it was that offensive because G.I. Jane is not a weakling who lost her hair. G.I. Jane shaved her hair on purpose and became, the first woman in that thing to be, past the Marine Corps. So to be let in and all that, she was a badass. So to me, that's a compliment. You just happen to have the same haircut as a badass.
I didn't see G.I. Jane. I didn't know hair before her. So I thought he would just call her a little boy or something. I was like, what?
Hold up, that girl that was sitting right next to them, right? Oh, too, right?
Arjane said Chris Rock gonna be at the red table.
Chris Rock gonna be at the red table next.
That's what I think. But he's definitely gonna be at that red table.
Hey, Gina.
They gonna fry him up.
And then, she said, Will made it seem like he called her Caillou. Y'all know that cartoon Caillou?
Who said that? Gino?
Arjanae said that.
That's a fight.
I would invite her, but she ain't gonna come up here. She ain't gonna come up.
That's a fight.
Now that's funny.
I know. But it was all the things we was talking about. It was all the things that built up from what's been happening to him.
Yeah.
You know, all the things they've been saying about his wife's, you know, with August and everything. So I think that's what pushed him over the edge, Arjanae.
Mm-hmm.
That pushed him over the edge. But, you know,
like when
I don't know. Look at Caillou. Look at
you know what's funny about Will Smith now? He always looked tired. Like you always running around doing stuff, production. When you tired, you stressed out. Like that guy.
That's because he needs therapy. That man is stressed. That's why everyone that's why everyone was hugging up on him like, come on, yo. Come here, yo. You need a hug.
You need to go to sleep. He should have went to sleep.
Hey, spiritual.
But you see him at the party.
Joe Vance, I said, what's up?
Yeah, man. We talking about the smack heard from around the world.
Right.
You want to come up and say your opinion about it? You can. If I can let you up, because it seems like I can let up some people and I can't let up some people. Because Reggie came up real quick and what's the name wouldn't get let up.
You better update them iPhones.
Right.
Oh yeah, I don't have an iPhone, so maybe that's why.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
But yeah.
I love you, but I hate you.
I sent you an invite. Who said I love you, but I hate you? Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, he really do need some mental help. Like this mental health issue is a crazy thing too, and everything. Right.
But they do have mental health.
Right, I know. But you know, sometimes men, we don't like hospitals, we don't like doctors, we don't like funerals, whatever. Some people just find it weird.
Gina said Will was lit at the after party though.
He
probably lit at the after party. He probably was.
That probably really turned him on.
It did. It would turn any wife on if a man go and defend her. It would turn any wife on. At first, your first reaction would be like, "Oh, baby, go ahead," and then your next one would be like, "Well, hope he don't get hurt or go to jail for this."
Right, I'm about to say, don't put
man.
that narrative. Somebody like, "Oh yeah, that's sexy." I'm about to shoot him now. That man
Gina said, "Ain't nothing wrong with Will. Stop playing with that man's wife." That's what Gina said.
Uh-oh. Is that Gina talking?
Oh, she said they got pictures of him posted at the after party, laughing and dancing with his Oscar.
He was drunk. He was lit.
Arjanae said, "I'm sorry, but his wife has been playing him," which is, I don't think it's been playing him because he knows it. So it can't be playing him in that sense because they discuss things before anything takes place. They were broken up supposedly around that time that she was messing with August, because he was, and when they did that interview on Red Table Talk, he was like, "Yeah, because I was done with you." That's what he said. I remember him saying, "I was done with you around that time. I was done with you.
A man
we was really gonna be divorced."
See, a man could say that. I believe like a man could say that, but then it's like, as soon as he see you with the dude, he gonna act like y'all just broke up. Like, then it could be years down the line, like he gonna want to still put his hands on the dude that you with. So he probably felt like, all right, this is gonna happen regardless. Whoa. Let me just let her get some cake, but we gonna be together. Period. And I'm gonna do the same thing too, even though we're not doing it to get over each other. We doing it because the experience that we don't have with each other no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't have them type of conversations, you can have a better one with another woman. So it's just like, all right, but I have everything else better with you. It's like you fulfilling those gaps in your relationship, and they choose that by being with other people. or dating. But like I said,
who's the Virgo? Which one is the Virgo? Is it Will or Jada?
Jada.
Oh, she is.
Jada.
Okay.
Will is the Aries.
So it's just like it probably got a little weird.
Will is
when
the
it started
Aries.
getting out to the eye public, like
yeah.
Will the Aries and Will let her get away with crap like that? What?
That man probably on all types of perks, Xanaxes.
And you know, Jada, like,
oh my goodness, you know, Aries is bullies and they don't stand for no crap like that. I'm surprised that Will is the Aries. Oh, Will is a Libra. Okay, that sounds better. Will is a Libra. Okay, now I understand.
Well, yeah, that's good. Kick him out the fire, son. Yeah, that sounds like a Libra.
I was about to say, can you imagine Will Smith screaming in the house?
Because
the nigga with that type of calm face Will got, can you imagine him screaming in the house like with no cameras on and nothing?
But the thing about it is that you said you said it earlier. He has that trauma of not defending his mother. So
and she probably set that off. She probably said it real slick one night. You's a bitch. Nah. You ain't gonna do nothing. Fresh Prince ass face, like it just. That shit will tap to it, yo. A female could push that button.
I bet you got some pussy that night.
Yeah, he probably got some last night. You had to calm that down. But like I said, he probably found that shit real sexy. Oh my God.
He probably did. She probably was like, you ain't knock him out though.
She probably put a bandana right on top of his head, right? But she put a bandana on that head like,
you ain't TK on him.
Woman. How do you want it? Put a bandana on that
their
man.
kids was in the audience, Gina said.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even see them. Okay. And then Arjane said, I said that too, Arjane. He laughed at the joke. He did.
He probably, when they probably laughed, but you see how when they laughed, they probably laughed at and looked at the kids, and the kids probably was like,
yeah.
His kids probably was like, no, daddy, no. What
like,
are you
mommy
doing?
ain't laughing, mommy ain't laughing, we ain't laughing. Like, why you laughing? And then he snapped into I Am Legend. Like, the fuck? Got crazy.
I don't know. What's their daughter name?
Willow.
No, Willow. I don't know. I think Willow was probably in Kurt would be like, go, daddy, go. Willow seemed like the when I see her on Red Table, I don't know. Willow seemed like she'll smack somebody. That's what Willow seemed like.
It's for your mother. They both will. You better. Your mother out there. Talking crazy about my mother.
Then Will walked around. Jada's face was pissed and she rolled her eyes. Yeah, I remember that. I seen that.
She was like, here he go with this shit. And look at Will like, what you getting ready to do? Nothing, ain't you? Just sit there and laugh. Ha, that's comedian shit, right?
But he did. Y'all seen his little YouTube thing? Because after that thing with August, he was trying to deflect from that, and he started doing his YouTube series about him doing all his like his bucket list things.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then he did one of his bucket list things was to be a comedian. And he went up there and he was actually saying jokes about himself dealing with Jada. About August, about whatever. He was actually saying stuff about himself. So I thought that he was over that. Like, I ain't know that he was still holding on to that. But I mean, when he was doing the interview with
those are probably
Gail,
the jokes.
he said it was no.
Those are probably the jokes that people. Those are probably the jokes people that's touching him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that stick with him. He probably like, yeah, that shit. Like I said, it's real.
They jokes, but that's at the same time, that's his marriage. That's his heartbreak.
You got to turn it to a laugh, or it's just going to be eating you up inside.
Yeah, but to me, it's like them tears. I just wanted to throw the phone when I seen him crying, and then he didn't even apologize to Chris at all. So to me,
it was up and it was stuck.
Yeah, so I don't know. But
Jada turn around, you
think
bitch ass nigga.
Oh, shucks, we got 6 people in here. All right now. So we getting people's opinions about this this smack heard around the world. Who is Dallas? Dallas dad. That's your friend, Reggie?
I think so. Could be.
Dallas dad. Let's see.
I think that should come out.
You see him? Dallas dad, you want to say your opinion? Of the smack heard around the world.
I got some funny ones. I didn't see some funny vines today.
Oh, tell me the funny
what
one I
y'all seen? What the memes y'all seen?
They got the whole you know that it was up to no good. They got that. Like they made a song out of that already. Like they got club music. Like already. Like what?
It's 2 songs out. My favorite, well, not favorite one, but one that made me laugh was they had Chris Rock missing the whole side of his face, like when he got smacked.
That's terrible.
Damn.
I want to know what his wife and kids think.
Well, they got a cereal box called Will Sugar Smacks.
Yo,
you sent me that.
Chris Rock ain't married no more. He got divorced a long time ago.
Oh, sure.
I mean, but he still, you know, he probably still cool with him, but he got divorced a long time ago.
Just what your family think about that? Like,
oh man, if it was Dave Chappelle, woo!
They couldn't fuck with Dave Chappelle like
Dave Chappelle would have fought.
Man, he didn't tore everybody up.
That would have been a rumble.
Yeah. It had a problem.
Oh, yeah. The referee would have came out on that one like, let's get ready to rumble.
They had the disturbing broadcast had to be shut down. Dudes, yeah, it's crazy.
They would have went black, like
straight black.
For real.
Hurry up, cut the cord.
It would have been what?
Baby, cut the cords.
Oh man.
Yes.
Turn the
way, man.
Or the Rock. Oh hell no, he wouldn't have went up there and smacked nobody.
Nah.
What if it was Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart probably would have did it to her. What you call it? He probably would have flipped it.
Kevin Hart would have got fucked up. He's still small.
No, but Kevin Hart be boxing though. Kevin Hart be boxing.
Kevin Hart would have started running like, you know, acting stupid.
He would have been dodging. He would have been like, hey, what you doing?
Like I said, right.
He would have been there like Chris. Like,
that's why they not to play shit off. Like, you gotta play that shit or keep the face because you the host.
Oh, Gina said Will Smith played Muhammad Ali, so Will still got hands. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Everybody hates Chris, I guess.
Yep, that's it.
For real.
That was a everybody hates Chris Oscar event.
All the women is on Jada's side. Like, you know what I'm saying? They sticking with it. Like, you know what I mean? They like, oh, we want to die like Will. And like older men is just like, Will fucked up. Like, nah, you just pushed us back like another 30, 70 years. Like,
I don't think as a wife, yes, I want to see my husband defend me. But in that moment of what he did over that little joke that to me was a compliment because G.I. Jane is a badass, it was crazy. That was just crazy. He needs mental health, like Mr. Selfie said. He needs some mental health.
It would have still probably been bad, like if he'd have waited, like and pulled his card, or like you know what I'm saying later, and still because that would have been still probably been talked about or made a meme. It depends. I don't really think so because like a lot of people still, no matter if it's public, out in public that she had the alopecia situation, a lot of niggas ain't looking at that. We don't give a fuck about no Jada right now at the moment. Like, so we're not looking at it that way. So that would have been went over everybody's head. But with it's between them, with their family, right?
What's funny?
Right. It would have went over their head. Like, I would have just thought it was an old
joke.
joke.
I was like, what's funny? That's why I said, maybe he tried to call her a little boy. I thought he tried to call her G.I. Joe because her hair was short. Because I didn't know about her hair disease.
Right.
The movie. So when he said that, I was like, oh, he just called her G.I. Joe.
Mad old, bro.
Little G.I. Joe.
Yo.
Man, I used to run home at 3 o'clock to watch G.I. Joe every day from school, man.
I hated that game.
I love G.I. Joe in the cartoons when I was little.
Yeah, the cartoon was slick. I tried to watch it again, but it's just like too chalky for me. It's too slow.
Wait, let me pin this comment. It's long. He hit someone smaller than him. He's a punk. A saint,
no, that
even
don't make
though
you no punk.
She had alopecia until Will smacked him and made him look like why she was bald. I don't know. I don't know. He's trying to make people think he's not a punk, but it was a bitch move because
right.
It didn't warrant it. What he said did not warrant that. So yes, it was a bitch move.
I'm sorry, he had that walk like
that smooth walk and walked up man smooth like, hey, how y'all doing? Like, I ain't see y'all sitting right there. Like we ain't
I can see Kevin Hart reenacting this, yo. Kevin Hart gonna play Chris Rock, like he gonna be like,
Nah, I don't think
like who's standing there and be like,
only right now, the people that's gonna joke about this is Instagram comedians and shit like that. I don't think none of these top 10 comedians is gonna joke about it. If they do, they put that shit on SNL, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
I think SNL is gonna do something.
She got to say.
They might if they gonna do that, Pete Davidson, he better just go ahead at Kanye too about that. That's the only person that need to be running around slapping people.
Cool.
Kanye.
He need to be slapping Pete.
You need to be slapping the shit out of Pete.
Oh, Will Smith just gave him something to do it.
Huh?
I said Will Smith just gave him permission.
To what?
Kanye permission. Gave him the perfect example of how to smack Pete.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Kanye.
But you gotta make sure you got a GQ. You looking GQ. You got slippery Earls on. You got to do the walk.
He gonna come as Kunta Kinte mixed with
Abraham Lincoln. Gina. Kanye do need mental health, but as far as what he was going through with Kim, he just wanted to see his kids. He just wanted to know where his kids was. He wanted to go to the games. He wanted to go to the. Why can't he do that? And
I'm not
keeping him
talking
from
to no other man about my kids, and you just got here, buddy. Like, I mean, you probably was around, but you just got this relationship between me and my wife. Like, I'm not explaining myself to no other man, bro.
Like,
he
deserved that smack.
Like, why you texting me? Then you talking about I'm in the bed with your wife. Oh, you playing games. I'm across the
that's
street.
ridiculous.
I'm across the street.
I don't blame. If Kanye seen Pete, I'd be like, yeah, he deserved that. He deserved that. Because
smack him.
He gotta do the pimp smack, the Bernie Mac pimp smack, walking through the train station. He gotta do that
back and forth
to everybody. And she got enough bodies for him to smack too.
I don't know. They whole family bugged out. Them Kardashians.
It don't matter. Black men still keep being drawn to them niggas, no matter how messed up they is. Right?
I'm against somebody that I knew from the 5th grade. Fuck
Cardi
that.
B was right. They like a toxic chick.
That's crazy. Give me one of those Muslim chicks that's dressed up as ninjas. Like, I need that. I don't need nobody looking at nothing. It's crazy.
Yep.
Right.
No, it's not. It's not being. No, he actually bought the house next door because he wanted to be a family man. He still was doing his tour. He still was doing whatever he had to do.
Do you think that's creepy or stalkish? I mean, you can't stalk your wife. First of all, let's get that clear. But do you think if somebody's if you push it in the narrative of somebody's getting you out of their life, like, would you do that?
No, because if she has his kid.
Have the kids, right? Because you out doing tours and you going through mental breakdowns or whatever, and he's pushing you, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, we're getting this divorce, we're separated, but my man's here now, his woman's here now, whatever. And would you move across the street?
Would I move across the street?
Yes. Would you move across the street?
I wouldn't move across the street.
Just be black here.
I would move like maybe
in the town,
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, in the neighborhood, in the town, right? But across the street.
But not right across the street.
Right, exactly.
I wouldn't want to see that, people coming in and out.
Right. I don't even want to see y'all.
But if it's kids though, it's kids. That's what he was saying he was doing that for.
That's smart.
So his
You're right, bro. Gina just said, I don't know if she's gonna put it here, but she gonna say, Gina said, a wise man told her, if you don't leave your family, you won't have to be looking on the internet or looking crazy on the internet and doing the most.
I thought she broke up with him. He broke up with her?
I don't know.
I thought she left him.
I think Hey, Worm.
She served him divorce papers.
That's what I'm saying. I thought she divorced him. And he wouldn't sign
Gina
the papers
said
at first.
left. You know Gina's the blogger.
When he moved out. Right. Because you ain't going to be living in Wyoming and Cali.
Gina.
Oh, he bought a house in Wyoming for his people, for his family. He wanted them to move there.
Yeah, and that's and I think another spot, he's like buying land to build his own little factories for his clothes and shit like that. I know that much.
But just because he bought a house in Wyoming, that means he can't still come to California. But I think he probably bought that acres of land. Why? What's wrong with him buying that house and acres of land? Because one day maybe they want to go there, maybe they want to live there. But to me, it's more of a family area, Wyoming, than LA, than California.
Right. But he's saying he buying land and all of this property because that's what black people don't do and they need to do. So he's trying to.
And he right about that part. He right about that. We don't own nothing. So I don't think that just buying a whole property. I think he should have did it with her though. He should have considered her and talked to her about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been creepy. Like I couldn't. If I was Pete Davis, I'd be like, "Yo, that man really mentally fucked up. I'm stepping off. This nigga just moved across." Like he could, you know what I'm saying? Like, because once again, if I was in Pete Davis' shoes, I shouldn't even be worried about what conversation that they having. It's just how it's going to affect my relationship. That's the only thing that should be told to me. Not y'all business about going through, not with you and him, because obviously y'all not together. That's what you told me, and we building. Let's build on that. I don't want to be here as your counselor or your rebound dude. Or the nigga that's here.
He don't care. He living his dream. Right. He like, I got Kim Kardashian. He don't give a fuck.
That's he gonna be dreaming forever. And that's what's gonna get him hurt. Because real niggas would have been killed him. He'd have been out of there.
Well, it's like after 10:30 and I got to go. Mr. Selfie, I know you got to go. But thanks for joining us, everybody.
You already.
We just wanted to give our opinion real quick on what was going on with the Will Smack. 3 Married Ladies Opinions. Watch us this coming Sunday, April 3rd on YouTube and Facebook. We might be having We're gonna talk about what?
She got kids.
Who got?
She got kids again. Yeah, this time we're gonna talk about she got kids, but we might only have one of the people to talk about that.
Who's she? Who got kids?
So we had a couple that was supposed to come on 2 weeks ago talking about She Got Kids, and it was that Life Jennings song.
Oh.
She Got Kids. So we were going to talk about that, and we had a couple that was going to talk about their situation with She Got Kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we're just going to have just the guy come on and talk about it this Sunday and talk about what happened, you know, when we booked him and everything that happened after that. So now that he's single, he's single now. But a week ago, 2 weeks ago, he wasn't.
To be like,
so,
but he gonna talk about that. But he gonna talk about how it is to probably date women that have
with
children
kids.
and vice versa. Yeah.
Let me get up there.
If y'all have opinions with that, please chime in.
I will definitely.
Yes.
I will be there.
April 3rd. Come to YouTube, Facebook. April 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget this Thursday, Just One Married Lady's Opinion is going to have Eloquently Spoken for us as my guest this Thursday. And I'll let y'all know what the topic is when I do the promo.
All right, yeah.
I can't remember right now. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
The sleepy time.
So this Thursday on Instagram around 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and then this Sunday around 7 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Peace.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night. Peace.
Good night.